maybe this worked. I'm trying out a new streaming software, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Oh, perfect. I can put this here. Like, see. Maybe? Not sure. Yeah, this works. Pretty sure I'm live streaming now. No, 100% sure. Yeah, okay. It just has a bit of a latency. The stream quality seems good though, so I did something right. Oh, we have a new visitor. Netherwart. I do not have Netherwart though, so can I do that? Yeah, so we need to do pumpkins right now. If I look in my storage, you can ignore the random other stuff. Take this. I have 10 of the required polished pumpkins, only 51 of the required squash. I have the enchanted melon blocks and enchanted cookies. To upgrade my armor. I really need to like reforge. Get like the bustling reforge on all of these pieces. And actually I have enough copper I think I can get one of them. So let's get one more bustling. I think this one has bustling. This one has bustling. Let's get another couple of what are these, Skymart brochures? Yeah. I can only afford one right now, but one is better than none. So let's head over to the hub and just pick this up. I'm not really sure what this is, to be honest. Okay. I put this on my helmet. $3,000 coins. That is amazing. Because it is cheap and I am broke. That's all my money. So, I'm very glad that it is cheap. I'm gonna try and stay focused this stream. And just do what I'm like supposed to. Get plus 30 farming fortune from this set bonus. That is kind of great. Actually I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can see comments. I'm gonna try typing a comment. How do I do that? I've like never used this software, so I'm sorry that it's a bit of a slow start today. Hang on. Can I do this? Wait, where's the comments? Yeah, I can't find the comments. Darn it, I can't even go. Wait, where are the comments? It should be like right here, somewhere. Okay, broke it. Um. Hmm. Yeah, I can't figure out how to turn on comments. That's a little bit awkward. So there's like a comment button right here. This is a better streaming service though, so yeah, I don't know. Oh well. Alright, we need to farm pumpkins. Not sure I'm going this way, but there you go. To the pumpkin farm. We have some pumpkins. Gonna need a bunch more. I'm just gonna farm pumpkins for a bit. Maybe get squash. My one concern is I don't actually have a high enough farming level. Right, if I 22.4, nice. My farming level is 34. It needs to be 35 in order to use the next level of armor. It's my one concern. It's also by far my highest skill. Like my 22.4 skill average. I need to work on my alchemy actually. It's like I have like alchemy 8 or something crazy like that. But that part's fine. Maybe like that I can see. Hopefully. I'm trying using my phone to like see comments, and it's not. I'm not sure if it's actually would work. Also might have messed with the settings or something and turned off comments. So hard to tell for sure what's going on. I'm just gonna continue farming for a while. And I feel like this is a good idea to stream, but I don't know if it actually is. Kind of boring, to be honest. It'd be more interesting with like other people. Also, I'm aware I'm using a melon dicer. I do not have a pumpkin dicer, and I'm too poor to get one. I only have like 3 bronze medals, that's all I have. So I'm gonna need to get like I need to do a bunch more contests, and I may as well farm pumpkins while I'm at it. I'm just waiting for the contests to happen. Oh, there's a melon contest going on right now, but don't need melons, I need pumpkins. Also want to save up for like another wart hoe, because I think that's gonna be good for money once I get squash armor. If I hold this, I can see I can actually get the helmet right now. It's not a good idea to get the helmet right now, I don't think, because if I get the one, I can't actually use the helmet right now, but also you need the full set because of the tiered bonus. Well, he's got a different name for each tier bonus. Cropie, crops, and then squash buckle. And then this one has Mento Fermento. It's kind of cool, actually. On a way rarer chance. I think as it goes, you get rarer chances for the fermentos and copies and stuff, but they get better. So it's like worth it until you need the it's worth it for money but when you need the actual item itself, then it's not worth it. You need 24 polished pumpkins, and I believe I have, what was it, 10? You have 10 polished pumpkins, I need 24. I need 8 more squash. So, not too much stuff, and then I'm probably gonna, at whatever point I have sufficient pumpkins, I'm gonna farm melons until I get the farming level. And I get the last couple of croppies from that, or squash from that. I don't know whether I'm actually gonna get enough croppies when farming the pumpkins. So, yeah. Honestly, this armor isn't super hard to get. It just like feels like a hassle. It seems kind of daunting, but it's not actually super hard to get. I think the melons went by really fast. The cocoa beans were surprisingly easy, because I got the cocoa chopper, which is disappointing, actually. Thought it'd be better. And I had to like max it out and stuff, so it would actually be better than the melon dicer. I had to get replenish on it, which was annoying. And then I also had to get, I needed to use a bunch of cocoa beans to trade with some visitors, so I could get the other requirements and stuff. Like that dedication, I mean. I needed to get a bunch of copper from the visitors and stuff. I probably spent like 20, I think I spent about 26 enchanted cookies to get this. And probably realistically more. Perfect. So then but honestly it took me like an hour, maybe 2 to get all the cocoa beans I needed. And melons is fun because it's like RNG based, right? So you get the occasional crazy rare drop or whatever, and makes you really happy. Gives you that spur of adrenaline to keep you going. Oopsies. Lagging. 2 more croppies. I might actually get sufficient croppies. What's probably going to slow me down is the farming level. Like the requirement. Which honestly I think is a little bit annoying, actually, that the farming armor has a requirement. Because on the one hand it means that, like on a normal profile, you can't just immediately buy fermento or anything. You have to like actually farm and earn it and stuff, which is cool, because I don't like... I very much support having to actually play the game. You know, like... Because there is that strategy of just Bazaar flipping, whatever, getting large amounts of money, and then buying carries through everything. And then you get, like, people with an average of, like, a skill average of, like, 25, and magic power of, like, 100, and they're in, like, full Necron and using a Hyperion, or something like that, or Juju Bow, I guess. Like, the new level of Juju Non. And it's just like, why don't you actually work for the items instead? I mean, if that's how you want to play, it's designed. The game's designed so you can play it however you want. But you probably get more enjoyment out of it if you. I don't know. They get more enjoyment out of it if you actually played. Like how they expect you to play, sort of. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to continue farming pumpkins. 47% of the way to farming 35, which is actually kind of crazy. I've never had like a skill that high. We've never gotten super progressed in the game, and then I got like somewhat progressed, and I'm like, wait, what if I create an Ironman profile and then get progressed? Because why grind and then decide? Because the thing, if I grind out a full, if I grind out everything on a normal profile and then decide later, oh, maybe I should start an Ironman profile, then I have to go all the way back to the beginning, and it's gonna take forever to, and I will like never catch up to current gameplay or anything. Whereas if I start sooner, then I have a slightly higher chance of doing that. It's unlikely. There's a lot of gameplay. I almost feel like it'd be cool for them to just like, I mean, make a foraging update, please, but just like stop after that and not make new content or anything. And just sort of leave it at that and let people actually max out their stuff. Because I don't think anyone has the highest possible skyblock level. Highest possible skyblock level. Oh, that was hard for me to say. I don't think anyone is completely maxed out of this game yet. I mean, of course, there's probably one person who is, but few people are actually completely maxed out. There's always that one, and like, getting crop milestones, getting bestiary milestones and stuff can take ages, and just letting endgame players grind for the final stats and stuff, and let other players who like just recently started actually be able to catch up, it would be kind of cool in my opinion. Might just be me though. Growing pumpkins is actually going significantly slower than the other crops. Probably because I'm using a melon dicer instead of a pumpkin dicer. So I don't have the extra farming fortune. I don't have like turbo pumpkin on this either or anything, so that's an additional like 25 farming fortune. Plus the RNG drops I could be getting from a pumpkin dicer. But I only have 3 bronze medals. I don't have ingredients because I spend them all on a cocoa chopper. We just kind of continue to farm pumpkins. How much farming fortune? I have 468 farming fortune, which is really not bad, to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting farming levels really slow though. That's a bit concerning. I think right now I want to do a bunch of melons, and also I need to work on like my mining level, because extra base defense, but also if I work on my mining level, then I get more reforges and stuff. Also, mining is better than farming for money. On the one hand, farming is much more mindless. I can watch a YouTube video or Netflix or whatever while farming, but you can't do that as easily for mining. But there's also the time factor. And I feel like it gets to a point where I'd rather focus for an hour than just sit there not having to focus for 2 hours, you know? Like, it gets to a point where it's just too inefficient to farm. Because, like, farming for, like, a golden dragon or something, it would take forever. Also, I need to get, like, gemstones and stuff for golden dragon, for, just, like, gemstone slots and stuff on armor and weapons and stuff, and all that other stuff. I need to do farming for that stuff anyway. Or mining, I mean. So, it's a bit of a grind on Ironman. It's a big grind off of Ironman. I mean, fortunately, things like powder and stuff is the same either way. So I like about Ironman, it's like, you get to, like, do it how you're supposed to do it. And yeah, it's a lot of a grind and stuff. And some things are would kind of be nicer to just, you know, buy a Livid Dagger, buy a Shadow Fury, buy a set of Dragon Armor. Stuff like that. But at the same time, just being able to, like, grind it yourself makes it more yours. And also, you don't have to worry about, do I want to sell it or keep it for later or whatever. You can just, like, because selling it isn't an option. You can put everything in your museum without a guilty conscience. I don't know why conscience would be guilty, actually. But, like, or not clean or whatever, but I know people will sometimes just, like, sell their entire setup for a different setup, which, I mean, fair enough, but, like, if you sell your mining setup to get a dungeon setup, and then you want to do some farming, and you sell your dungeon setup to get a maxed out farming setup, and then you want to do some more mining, and you sell your farming setup to get a mining setup, and it's just, like, it just keeps going. And you sell that for a foraging setup, and realize that there is no foraging setup, and you just need, like, a tree capitator and a young dragon armor, and a monkey pet. You have a maxed out foraging setup for, like, what, 15 million coins? Because legendary monkey pet is expensive. You have a fair amount of pumpkins at this point. It's like 3 polished pumpkins, I think. Which is great, until you realize you need 14. It's gonna be a while. I also want to get full super compactors for all my minions, because I don't actually have that yet. And emptying out my minions is great, every day is great and all, but I mean, there's one minion, I think my fishing minion, fills up faster than a full, can't quite survive a full day. Can only survive like 18 hours or something before it fills up, so if I'm not doing anything that day, I can just empty it in the morning or something, but like school or whatever, I might not be able to do that. Or if I go on vacation, I want to be able to do that without having to worry about my minions filling up. So I'm gonna get powerful personal compactors, super compactors. I know the difference between the two. I just always say the wrong one. But how many polished pumpkins do I have at this point? Three and a bit. That's not bad, actually. How long did that take me? Why can't I? Okay. I don't get to find out. Start looking here. Hang on. About 20 minutes. You got 3. I need 14. So it's gonna take me about 2 hours. Yay. Put these in here. I'll get a bunch of squash too. I need 4 squash. Which means I'm definitely gonna get enough squash before I get pumpkins. I got 4 or 5 squash in the span of 3 polished pumpkins. So that's promising. Also, can we just talk about the fact that there's a talisman here? Like, oh yeah, these armor. All the different pieces of armor. And another next recipe. And there's a talisman? Like what? A Cropie talisman. And it gives 10 farming fortune. Like, and it's common. And it gives 10, and it's just, what? And it needs 4 stacks of Cropies. It's just crazy. And then you can get 2 stacks of squash. And then you get the next level. Like, oh, it gives it, this one gives wheat, carrots, and potatoes. This one gives wheat, carrots, potatoes, melons, pumpkins, and cocoa beans. The next one's probably going to do all the crops. But it's just such a cool talisman. Like, I didn't know, if I knew about it, I'd have saved up my Croppies and gotten it. But now I can't get Croppies because I don't have melon armor. And I'm not going back to melon armor just to get the talisman. I'll just wait till Fermento. Because I think Fermento armor gives chance for all of them. And as we continue, I want to double check that you can like hear me and stuff. Yeah, I should be good. And this is showing that I can see you, or you can see me. Hopefully, I think we good. All right. So we continue. What's the next? Okay, cactus, cocoa beans, sugar beans. The next contest. Another squashy. We need 3 more squashies. Squash. Squashies. Wow. Combining squash and cocoa bean and Croppies, I guess. Once I get Fermento armor, I think I'm gonna do just like farm a bunch of wheat. Because wheat's a good money source. And gives croppies. It's the best crop to farm for money if you want croppies. So I'm gonna get that. Do that and then get like the 4 stacks of croppies, and then can do the same thing for melons and get squash, then do whatever else. Another wart for fermentos. Be able to max out this talisman, which I've found. I'm hoping that's how you maxed out. Might be like a 4th tier, which requires all 4 or all 3 types of croppies, fermentos, and squash. You need like a bunch of like a couple stacks of each of them or something like that. It's interesting. The talisman doesn't give a lot of magic power, but does give a decent amount of farming fortune, which is an interesting combination. Kind of cool though, because I'm not lagging as much the stream that I do normally. Okay, I'm lagging a bit. Might just be because I'm farming pumpkins, and that does not require... Like, if I'm lagging while farming pumpkins, it's not usually much of a big deal. Go on, we need 2 more squash. Another 2 stacks of the talisman, but I'm not worrying about that for now. Okay, the lag is real. I should like go through my computer and just like toss out all the old random video clips and stuff I have. Possibly to delete the other streaming software, given that I have this one now. It doesn't show comments, which is a little bit annoying. I just want to check here, because I don't know whether I'm not seeing any comments because my phone is weird, or because no one's actually watching the stream. But no one's watching the stream. Okay. So, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Darn it, I was so proud of that thumbnail. I spent a whole 5 minutes on it. Maybe less, actually. I don't spend a lot of time on thumbnails, to be honest. Should maybe spend more time on the thumbnail, but... Sometimes hard to think of what I should put on a thumbnail. Oh, actually, that's what I should do to see like comments and stuff. I should go over here. This should be able to make it easier to... What? Wait, what? Oh, goodness. Why is life so complicated? Oh, there we go. There you go, now I can see the chat. There we go. Maybe that'll work better. I'm going the wrong way. I'm not sure if I'd actually notice if someone sent a message. Oh, I need one more squash. And like a ton more pumpkins. Wait, who even is mayor right now? Oh, it's Diana. Okay. I would, like, take advantage of that, do mythological rituals. Except they're really boring, so... like, they're really boring is a good excuse. I wonder if I could put music in the background, actually. That'd be kind of nice, maybe. Mount Jerry's going to erupt, okay. Hey, we got all this squash we need. Awesome. Put them across here. You know what I can actually get from Mount Jerry, though? Just, like, get presents. I don't think I need anything from presents. So I've done like, a bunch of fishing recently. So I get werewolf armor. Got a spooky fest. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I spent like 2 hours, I think did like solid 2 hours of fishing. And I got a total of 4 werewolf skins. And I've kind of given up on werewolf armor now. At that point, it'd be much easier to just get carried through floor 5s. Or do a bunch of floor 4s, get a spirit scepter, and then do floor 5s. It'd still be easier, because I can do those whenever I want to. Where I can't really do a spooky fest whenever I want to. I'm gonna put this squash in the composter actually, and get that thing running again, because it's out of compost. I can just put this in there, and now we have compost, or organic material to make compost, or whatever. I don't know where I was. Here. Go. Apparently I have 2 people watching my stream now. Maybe that's me. Hang on. What is it? Cool. just doing pumpkins. Gonna take a while, most likely, to get to sufficient pumpkins, but we're getting there. I have like another couple stacks of pumpkins, so another squash. What I'm gonna do with squash right now, because I don't want to like save up for the talisman yet. I'll do that later. Procrastinating, yay! But I'm just gonna work on. I'm gonna put it into the composter. Just compost all squash I get, or sell them. But to make sure my composter is running, because I need to make sure my compost is running. Need a lot of compost for the next couple plots. And then again, I have a plot like over there, I think, which I haven't even cleared yet because I don't really need one yet. Although once I get squash armor, I'll want a netherwort plot. Also, I should get a sugarcane plot. Also, maybe like actually start, because the thing, I haven't actually done any farming netherwort, mushroom, or cactus. I haven't done any at all. I think I've unlocked the collections, but I think I have like 400 netherwort or something. What is it actually? Cactus, I have 3 cactus farmed. Melon, I have like a little bit more than 3. I'm proud of that one. Netherwort, I have 439. What is the other one? Mushroom. Mushroom, I actually have 1,945. That's because I was doing a bunch of glowing mushrooms and stuff to get some chum. Also from agaramus, whatever they're called, the fishing creatures. Yeah, I've done fishing, and some fishing creatures drop mushrooms. So that's how I have mushrooms. And it's still not very high mushrooms. I have like almost 14 million melons, which just makes me happy. Alright, that's the end of the line. So I'm just gonna like 4, 5, 2 more polished pumpkins. I have 15 out of 24. I only need 9 more, and I just got 5. So I got 5 in like what, half an hour? Yeah, so it's like an hour. It should take me like 1 hour more. In theory. Can be done in an hour. And then I just need to farm a bunch of melons to be able to afford the armor. I'm gonna do a bunch of mining, get super compactors. Then I'm going to probably go back to dungeons. Maybe do more mining. Try and at least do my daily commissions. I might like, I feel like I should do mining. Get like a gemstone drill, I think would help phenomenal, like a lot. Otherwise I have to get like a bunch of picking nimbuses or something to get the gemstone gauntlet. Which I suppose would work actually. Wait, do I have the right? Okay, I do have the. Just check I have these on. Which I do, which is great. I have the blooming reforge, and don't know if those are actually the best reforge. Oh, my visitors are filled. At the end of this line, I'm gonna deal with visitors. Same difference, really. Most of those ones are villagers. Use like the villager skin, whatever. It's only honestly kind of cool how Skyblock Like Hypixel has coded this game. Well, the thing I'm gonna try again to farm for the Midas staff. Because I know a while ago, I was planning on getting enough. I was gonna farm a bunch and get a Midas staff. And then I found out that because Scorpius was mayor, you had to have at least like 280 million coins in your purse just to get into a dark auction. And I gave up because I wasn't going to be able to get that in time. But if I have a lot more time to plan this time. I don't even know when Scorpius is going to be mayor next. I should find that out. Know exactly how much time I have to plan. And I need, because I must get the Midas stuff. It's just such a useful weapon. It's like how people survive the Crimson Isles before Hyperion. And it's how people do dungeons before Hyperion. Like, the thing is, oh yeah, you can just get a Juju bow. But Enderman Slayer is actually really hard. I'm not doing tier 1s up to a Juju bow. That's like, what, Enderman Slayer 5? Plus however many Enderman ingredients you need. Which some of them, I think, only drop from higher Slayers. I haven't actually looked at the Juju bow recipe. But, like, it's not really viable to do tier 1s. That's gonna take me years. And anything higher than tier 1, I'm gonna need at least Necron. And like a decent setup, which is gonna be hard, given that how am I gonna be able to do floor 7s enough to get Necron if I don't have a Juju bow? Obviously the choice, and the answer is Midas staff, right? Or I play Berserker or something, get like a Shadow Fury or a Giant Sword, and then Necromancer Lord, or like, I guess Shadow Assassin maybe. On my other profile, I have like, one for all Shadow Fury with Frozen Blaze Armor, and that's actually a decent setup. But Frozen Blaze Armor, again, is not very viable on Ironman because of its cost. Blaze Armor itself is not super hard to get. You could get it, if you worked hard, you could get it in like a couple weeks with some minions. The problem is then you need all the ice. You need 4 stacks of enchanted packed ice. That's gonna take your ice minions a couple of months. And then you need the blaze pet, because otherwise the armor is absolutely garbage. And the blaze pet requires, I'm pretty sure, 8 stacks of enchanted blaze rods, which is, in case you didn't know, super expensive. Like, is that actually the recipe? Let's just check. Oh, okay, I lied. It's only 1. That's actually a lot cheaper than I thought it was. But that's still probably a couple of weeks. Need a super enchanted egg, which is actually not very hard. But this, and then you're probably going to get an epic one, in which case you need to spend another stack of enchanted blaze rods to level it up to legendary. It's going to take even longer. Or just skip that part, I guess, because, I mean, fuming potato bucks, like double the effects on hot potato bucks, is actually pretty good. But, you know, is it worth another 2 months of minions? And they're blaze minions, right? You can't grind blazes manually, particularly. I mean, obviously you can grind flares, but this is prior to hype. If I had a Hyperion, I wouldn't need blaze armor, right? I'd just use storm armor. Or Aurora at that point. So, and I mean, you can fight the blaze rods the blazes in the Crystal Hollows. What is it, Baal or whatever? The slime boss in there, and it spawns blazes, but that's fairly slow. And also you have to find Baal, and then you die and have to go all the way over there again. It's too time consuming. So I'm probably not going to bother with that. I'm just trying to get Necron. I'm probably going to tank floor 7 to begin with. Get Necrolord armor. Like the giant reforge or something, and just try that. Because I think that's my best bet. Or I might try mage. If I have a... I mean, Yeti sword is not very viable because, again, large amounts of ice stuff. Although I could do more fishing and stuff. I could try it. But I think Yeti sword or Midas staff with a spirit scepter could potentially get me floor 7. It's probably going to be able to only get me to like floor 5 or 6 though. Which point I'm gonna have to resort to like Shadow Assassin and with a dagger or something. Go berserk, which I want to do outside of dungeons anyway. Although so far I've just been doing mage because Dreadlord sword is just so OP. Also have a decent mage setup and a terrible berserk setup. Like 3/4 Ender armor with Shadow Assassin boots. Because I got lucky on one floor 5 I did. I'm honestly so kind of surprised at how well this stream is going in terms of like quality. Get another 2 polished pumpkins. 17. We're actually so close to getting this armor. Don't know why I'm running over there. Look at all these squash stuffs I've got. So Mount Jerry's gonna have up soon. You better actually like take advantage of that, get the extra gifts. You know, snow armor is important and all that. It's not really. Figure out how to get the glacial talisman. Another squash. My composter still running. Composter is still running, which is great. Oh, I was going to check my visitors actually. Maybe they have something good. Sugarcane. Yeah, no. This guy keeps showing up. He's coming 22 times. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's trying to buy my resources. I keep falling for that trap. I'm not doing that again. This guy wants carrots. I hate farming carrots because enchanted golden carrots make me angry. And I've now been scarred for life. These ones I'm just keeping around because this one gives me the Crystal Hollows pass. I think, yeah. This one gives me... I like Oringo. He has a pet cake, which is cool. Also, it's not super expensive. And wheat isn't hard to farm. This one is a legendary visitor, and I don't like rejecting legendary visitors, so she just stays. Until I get a sugarcane farm. Oh, actually, I should check if I... Just double check that I've maxed out my... Farming fortune thing. What is it? Crop upgrades. Pumpkin. I need more copper for that. Darn it. Like, a lot of these I have fairly high level. I think they get like Skyblock experience when you do this. I need more copper though, so I guess I can get it later. No, it's here. It's here. Did I do that one? No, those ones just drew back fast, I think. I'll start back here. Off we go. I'm actually so close to getting this armor, it's kind of crazy. Gary's workshop's about to erupt. Could join in, but also I don't really feel like it, so. I'm gonna find out that there's like a rare talisman or something you can get from it. I'm gonna have to like start grinding out Jerry's workshop for like ages after this. I just want the cake you get at the end. When is the New Year? 1 hour and 36 minutes. Okay. I'm probably gonna get that. And then get the cake. The ring goes in 1 day and 9 hours. I need to get some items actually for Oringo. Because like I wanna get the blue whale pet and epic tiger pet and possibly legendary tiger pet actually, but the legendary perk isn't the best in my opinion. It's probably some really good mechanic that's something that's actually good for that I'm just not knowing about, but yeah, so then I also want to get the elephant pet legendary because it's useful for farming. So when you're like glitching like that, it's just going to like right click on the block in front of you. Because it's like a ghost block or whatever. Getting like really close to this armor. That'll be crazy. Iron Forger is back, yay. You know, 56% of the way there to farming 35. And we're 40% or 46% of the way there like half an hour ago. So this is going to take a really long time to actually get the requirement for a level. I think at the end of this stream I'm gonna do a dragon. You probably noticed when I opened my storage, I have 4 summoning eyes here. So I'm probably gonna use these and summon a dragon at the end of the stream. Hopefully get like a wise dragon. Or a strong dragon. To actually get the armor pieces instead of a travel skull. I've had bad luck with dragons recently. The one time I placed 4 eyes, right? I came in like 4th, and I got... Oh, wow. I got to turn notifications off or anything before I streamed. Weird. Anyway, I got... I placed 4 eyes, came in 4th, and got 23 dragon fragments. A couple of pearls. That's all I got. I felt so cheated from that, because like, I feel like that's one of the rarest drops you can get, is nothing. Because you have a decently high chance to get armor, or aspect of the dragons, or something. And then a bit later I got a travel scroll, which is worse, because you might know about this, but I do not actually have any rank whatsoever. So getting a travel scroll, getting a travel scroll that requires MVP plus to actually use, it's a little bit annoying. They should, in my opinion, they should change that so that can't happen. Because I worked hard for those eyes, right? Spend a couple hours getting eyes and then get absolutely nothing. Like, I can't even like salvage that or anything. I just put it in the chest because, like, I almost considered I considered just throwing it into the void, but there might be a time when I do get MVP plus or something, so may as well keep it around. The part of me wants to be the person who has YouTube rank, but no other rank. I want to know what Hypixel would do with that. Whether you'd like give me a rank or something, or like give me the perks from the other ranks or something, or just whether I just have to buy them myself. Or just continue being that one guy who doesn't have a rank. You know, think if someone were to like gift me a rank or something, I might probably take it. I just don't feel like actually spending my own money. That's not a buy me a rank by any means. Like, I mean, if you really want to go for it, but don't feel obliged to give me stuff just because I'm a YouTuber. I'm not really a YouTuber anyway. That's like an important life thing, though. Just because they're a YouTuber doesn't mean you need to give them stuff. They might be really good and you want to show your support. You might want to help them out with their videos and stuff. Get a promote, get mentioned in a video, whatever. It could be really cool. Like, if you really want to help them, do it. But you're never obliged to help a YouTuber. Now everybody's gonna go, oh, this guy hates YouTubers and stuff. No, I don't. I support YouTubers. I think it's good, but like, you don't need to give them the money you're going to spend on college or anything. It's just not a good idea. Alright, we are 5 polished pumpkins away. 5, that's it. That's literally all we need. This is kind of crazy. Also, I think it's kind of interesting actually because everybody uses the rancher's boots when they're not actually as good. Like, this thing is giving me 34 farming fortune right now. Yeah. Wow, that's a big yawn. Sorry about that. If I go over to these boots, here they are. They give you 20, right? So it's basically like 15 less. Well, 14 less, I guess, right now because of my farming level. But keep in mind that if I were to put these on, I'd get a plus 45, or the set bonus would go up to giving me 45 more farming fortune instead of just 30. So now I have 30 farming fortune. It would go up to 45, which means it would be plus 15 from that. Meaning that the rancher's boots are only better by farming level 35, at which point you'd upgrade your armor, and they'd no longer be better. However, rancher's boots are also way cheaper than some of the later armors. Like, if you just look at the rancher's boots are what, like 16 polished pumpkins, and like 2 stacks of enchanted pumpkins or something. The enchanted pumpkins are basically free. The polished pumpkins, yeah, it's like 2 stacks. No, not 2 stacks, 16. You have to go around the farmer boots twice. But if you look at these boots, right, you need 12 anyway, plus 2 tightly tied hay bales, and let me tell you, those things are agony to make. Like, these boots are probably the hardest part of the Cropie armor to make, because you need 2 of these. It's just pain to get. Plus the enchanted melon blocks, which honestly aren't that hard to get, but again, they're fairly expensive. Like, that is an expensive recipe. Very expensive. Honestly, it's kind of crazy because my net worth on this account is like over 100 million coins, I think. And that's just for my farmer armor. And from a couple of talismans that I was gifted or was given from somehow, like rift talismans. And they're recombobulated, so it boosts the value by a lot. There's a couple of others, I think. This one. There might have been another one that I missed, but I think that's all of them. Oh yeah, because all of these ones are just like regular common ones, and those can't be recombobulated. Yeah, this one, and then these ones. There's 4 talismans. Each of them has a recombobulator on them, meaning that right there is, yeah, 4 times what, like 6 or 7, like 24 million coins. Plus my farming stuff is really expensive. Like, full 3/4 Cropie with farmer boots. Various different decent, like this is a decent weapon. Excuse me. Turbo Melon 4, 2.0. It's got the large walnut reforge, whatever that gives. Thunder 4, dedication 2. It's a pretty good axe, to be honest. And I also have the Cocoa Chopper, which is also not terrible. The turbo level is terrible. But I haven't done a lot of cocoa bean contests. That's my excuse. Also, if I look over here, in this backpack, I think, I also have a wheat and a carrot. These are both leveled up once. This one also has turbo wheat 4. It's a decent sized counter as well. You also have, you know, like a rookie hoe, same size. Robust gardening hoe. And other items. I don't have any blessed fruit or anything to get the blessed reforge, because I don't have farming 25. So I can't apply them. But even so, it's a pretty good setup. We are actually so close to getting this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the stuff. I'm going to probably... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get... Like, if I were to... I'd be streaming for like 5 more hours in order to get farming level 35. Yeah. So, that's not something I'm going to do. Instead, I'm going to do that off camera and possibly stream the crafting of the armor, or completely not think about it or forget about it or something. Ooh. We got Garden Milestone for Pumpkin 19, which is nice. And at the same time, we got Taming 26. Here's some coins, which is nice. Also 20 Skyblock experience. Wow. That's a lot of Skyblock experience. I want to check how close am I... I'm actually very close to level 75. And I think it's Skyblock level 80. Which gives... yeah. Yellow is at level 80. And Star Emblem. Yeah, there's no way of looking at... There's no way of looking at, like, the full, all the levels anymore, I don't think. Which is a little bit sad. It's a kind of cool update, though. And the prefixes and stuff are kind of cool. They don't work well with the Ironman symbol. There's, like, no space between them. It's like a minor thing which bothers me a little bit. Oh, my composter is inactive again. I'll finish this line and then just fill up the composter. I have a ton of squash on me right now. I guess it makes sense a little bit that the squash are something that you get before you've got the rest of the ingredients, just in case you have bad RNG. So that you should be able to get full squash, well, the sufficient squash before you get the rest of the items and stuff. Okay, let's get these. How much would this add? 60,000. This can only hold 40,000 though. I'm going to only put half of this in. Boom. That's running, so I can check. This guy. This guy gives something good, I think. Gemstone powder. I've never actually accepted him. That's kind of sad. I don't feel like farming cookies right now, though, so, I mean, I could, I guess. Not a lot of cookies. I definitely don't want to do carrots, though, so I'm just gonna check this guy. Nope, no carrots. Who else gonna appear? No one else is appearing. Next visitor in 2 minutes, okay. I'm gonna sell the rest of my, squash. Buy a bunch of more biofuel. And let's take menu. You have 39,000. That's going to keep it busy for a long time. Which is perfect. Now we go over. Guess we'll just start from this side because I'm over here anyway. And just continue farming pumpkins. We still haven't got a pumpkin cart contest. Ooh, that's actually the next contest. But by that time I should have sufficient pumpkins anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's okay though. Especially if you click on the block that the pumpkin's actually, or the invisible block is on. And of course I'm clicking on with something that has a right click happen. It shows me the next crafting recipe. I could actually do this, I think. I have enough melons to do this, but I'm saving them all up for the next level. Say more. I actually have the full suit that he gives. It is very disappointing. I thought it had like a secret hidden ability or set bonus or something. It doesn't. At least not that it said when I was wearing the full suit, so I just added it to the museum. Be kind of cool. I don't know why I keep pushing that button. Just like pressing tab, I guess. It'd be cool if there's a villager, or a visitor, I mean, who always gave you the, or always wanted the resource that you were farming at that moment. Like the last resource you had been farming. You could like definitely fill it. It's unlikely that would happen though. There's all the bingo people who are going right now doing the dedication strategy. Don't think it's... Well, actually, I don't know whether bingo's still around. Might have ended. But basically, the strat is you start a bingo profile, but all you do is farming. And the only NPC you talk to is one librarian, meaning that the only visitor you can get is one librarian. And that librarian gives a chance for dedication 4, which you can sell for, I mean, at the time it was like 100 million coins per piece. So then all you do is just grind sugarcane, because that's what the librarian will want. And then once you get the librarian which wants dedication 4, because it's or will give dedication 4, I mean, because it only sometimes happens, it's like fairly rare for the librarian to actually want, or actually be giving that book. But if you can get it, then boom, you just got 100 million coins right there. And if you do it a lot, and then it's a bingo profile, of course, you can like transfer it back to your other profile. I'm not sure exactly how it works because I've never done a bingo, but you can like transfer items back and make millions of coins. Like hundreds of millions of coins or something. It's like crazy. And of course, dedication 4 has now dropped down to like 60 million a piece. So, now's a good time to get dedication 4 if you want some. I mean, it's probably a good time, even if you don't want some. Okay, do we have, we only have 4 stacks, okay. I like to do 5 stacks of enchant stuff at a time. Well, I think we're close to carpentry, whatever, now. Oh, okay. Not at all coming up to it, but I guess we're somewhat close. Get like a lot of Skyblock experience from later levels. The Chimera enchantment. I need to remember to do my experiments. The reason why I don't is because I never... Excuse me. I never have the levels. Right now I only have 9. Whenever I do have levels, then I spend them all on enchanting whatever new item I just got. We need 5 more polished pumpkins, so I'm so close. This is really cool for me, because, like, it's like, oh yeah, this armor is going to take forever. I'm just going to stick with my Cropie armor. So, I could do this in, like, a couple of hours. And, I mean, it's taking a few more than a couple of hours, but... I'm going to have the materials, and then I'm just going to have farm melons. Maybe for money, I might make the extra bonus axe thing. Like the 3.0. It's not super expensive, actually, in the grand scheme of things. Like, determined to get this on the stream. Even though, like, no one wants to watch this because it's so boring. Like, who wants to watch someone farm melons? Or pumpkins, in this case. Believe me, it's boring for me, too. I have to think of stuff to say and stuff. And I think once you get, like, bigger, like, once I become a bigger channel, streaming's gonna be easier because I can interact with viewers more. But that requires viewers. We are Oopsies. We are so close. We need 3. Wow. We're so close. So close. In fact, we're close enough that I'm just going to do this. I'm gonna go, was it 5, 4, and then 1, 2. Right, so that's 5, and then 1, 2. So once half a stack of enchanted pumpkins enters my inventory, we will have enough. Because they're just gonna continue filling all these slots, right? Once all these are filled, it's gonna start entering my hotbar. Once half a stack is in my hotbar, then we have all the polished pumpkins we will need. Possibly forever. Until I want boots. Rabbit Pet is still leveling up, which is good. Another squash. %65 of the way there to farming 35. That's like a little bit of the way. Maybe like 2 more rounds or something. My villagers are filled. Hang on a moment. Visitors. You see, this happens. Do I buy it? No, of course it's not. I already have those shoes. Librarian. Dedication 4? From a common... That's how it works, right? Turbo Carrot 1 buck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that. I have like a while till the next one, so I'm gonna... Oh, is it right here? Okay. Let me go. I've been doing this for long enough that I've like zoned out. So close though. We need... How far are we actually? We just need this and then half a stack. And then we have every single ingredient we need for squash armor. And then we just need the farming level. But can get that. I'm so close. Actually crazy. I mean, yeah, we need to like get the farming 35, which is gonna take several hours probably. But I can do that. I'm probably not gonna stream that part, because that's probably gonna be even more boring than this part. This part I'm going for a goal. That's just gonna be like 5 hours of slow painfulness. Just need half a stack of enchanted pumpkins to be in my hotbar. Any moment now. Oh, we need like 2.5 stacks for it to start. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna do this found. I go over the garden once, and then partway through the second time, it'll start. I'll be done. I think. Meantime, my composter is going great. Looks like I put a bunch of items in it. Oh, the New Year's celebration is starting in 3 days, which means like 1 human hour. Which is great because I want to get that. Gotta get that cake. Got +1 health from the cake bag. I'm 66.66% of the way there. Oh, not anymore. Chose not to be. I'm getting so close. Probably gonna be like 5-10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna have it. Emissary Sienna. I have 2 emissaries right now. One of them's only there because they've never traded with them before. Might reject him anyway. Actually, I'm really close to getting this though. And at that point I can do cocoa beans. I'm not kidding, I'm gonna do a dragon and then do something else for a bit. Maybe not like get off. I might continue playing Skyblock, but like farming is taking forever. Also, it's like my highest skill by a lot. And my skill average will go up faster if I work on something else. Look at this, I'm exactly 1 stack of enchanted pumpkins away. I'm gonna get it in this like lap, I guess. This time through the plot. Another squash. How many do I have on me right now? 4, okay. A decent amount of money. Ventured my inventory, let's go. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One pumpkin off. There we go. Did it. Let's go. And the last pumpkin, of course, I have to arrange the correct way. So now if I go here, I have 24. Yes. We did it. We did it. This right here is all the ingredients needed for a full set of squash armor. I want to see how much money that's actually worth. I'm gonna shift click it and ruin the perfect layout. No, I'm actually gonna hit sell. I just wanna like look at about how much it's gonna be worth. I'm gonna hawk carefully. Oh, I have exactly 64. Hang on, let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Can put one of these in the composter, I think. I'm gonna put these 3. Be really careful which one they do. Yeah. So now this is 4.5 million. Wow. Plus 3.2 plus 3.2. That's like, what, 6.5? $7.5 million. I can sell those. That's 7.5 plus 4.5. That's 12 million. Oh my goodness. 18 million. 21 million coins. About. Wait, what just happened here? Do you see this? This is like... It's a legendary name. And they want potatoes. I don't do potatoes. That's crazy. 20 million coins worth of items. Right here. But if I put on the arm, like make the armor, I'm not gonna be able to use it because you don't have farming skill 35. So I will have to get that eventually. But for now, I'll put these back in the nice order that they were in. I was like that. I was like... I have these split like this because this is how much you need for the chest plate. This is how much you need for the pants. This is helmet, shirt, pants, and this is just all together because space. I have 4 summoning eyes. Let's use them. That's my mage setup. I don't want my mage setup. Okay, let's just do this, I guess. The storage. This page. I want this armor with this gear. I forgot to put this stuff back in here. Let's just put this in here real quick. This is what you do when you're too poor to get yourself MVP plus or something. And so then you have to manually put all your armor sets in here. Sword, bow. Let's put those in there again. Alright, let's head over to the hub. I'm just gonna go /hub. Because it's a little bit easier than doing the thing manually. I could do... I just really don't feel like doing Jerry right now. So I'm just gonna... Hey, there we go. I have 1 million coins in the bank now. I'm basically rich. Alright, so now let's get the magic power stuff set up. How much crit chance do I have right now? 82. Except I'm going to be doing dragons, so I have 77. What even is on this? Okay, that's not a bad reforge, actually. Just gives a bunch more strength. I have 77, so I need... And in the... and I'm going to have an extra 15 from these, because that's are doubled in the end. That 77 turns into 8292, meaning that I need about 8 crit chance. So which one gives me 8 crit chance? That one gives me 3. That one gives me 9, 6. Now it's not actually a damaging one. 15, but I lose a lot of damage from that. That's like health. Doesn't give me way too much. Yeah, okay, so there's not really... That one's actually kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm going to do this one, I guess. So now I have 86 and then plus 15, that's max. And this will be slightly higher than max, but that's okay. So I think I should put the rest of my tuning points... My strength and crit damage are actually the same. So let's increase my attack speed, I think. And then which one was... There's like a 1 difference, yeah. I'm going to increase my strength, actually, because my... Last point, there we go. So I have mostly in attack speed, because the extra attack speed will be useful, I think. Hope. Here's a slash warp. And I have this axe still on me, so let's put that in here. Also, let's go to my accessory bag. This needs to be set to ender pearls. So let's just do a bit of killing enderman, because then I can get the... Oh, I just want like an enchanted ender pearl drop, because I don't have to worry about crafting them. Why is it taking so long? A little bit slower without the rancher's boots. Do a 100% crit chance, which is good. Doing 26,000 damage. Oh, I'm using the wrong pet. I should have taken that into account, actually. So if I use the griffin pet, I'd have 100% crit chance anyway. That's actually my best pet, I think. This one's also pretty good, actually. I think it gives basically the same boosts. It's just only level 75. We get the ferocity, so I'm actually going to equip this guy. Now I'm doing much more damage. And actually, yeah, I'm going to go back to the hub. And change this again. Because now I can do this. And I will still have... If you look here, I have 66... I have 81 crit chance. That's not actually high enough. That'll go up to 96, and I want a little bit higher than that. Here, it's gonna be fine, but I'm using my bow for dragons. I want to set up for dragons because I'm doing a dragon. So I need, what, like 4? This gives me 3, so let's do that, and then that's tuning gets me, let's just check again. 84. So I need 1 more. 69 hit. Yeah, so let's add 1 more. 3, 5, and then put the rest into bonus attack speed. It's like 3. How many points do I have left? 1, so let's put it into strength. There we go. It's a little bit more wonky. And of course I'm gonna be adding this. And then I have an extra point, I think. And that's good, I think. Wait, did that actually change my... I have 168, and I take that out, then I have 160. Okay, so having this in or out does not affect my tuning points right now. Let's go back to the end. Oh, now I'm doing much more damage on my first hit. 30,000 damage. Not enough mana. I have to like manually click on each of these. I do more damage with the Griffin pet, but ferocity. I just love that ferocity sound. Okay. Don't judge. Okay, mythological creature, that's okay. Don't know how much damage that it can actually do with the bow. Got 2 ender armor pieces, but no ender pearls. I just want a pearl. Wait, how have I got 3 but no duplicates? That's something I've never seen before. Let's get me out my pickaxe. I can like mine these. There's a lot of them right now. There's even a good lobby to do. No, I don't want to do a dragon in here actually. Too many high levels. I do, however, want to get oh. Didn't have enough mana. I do want to get ender pearls. Wow, that was a lot of ender mites. Like 8 might gel. Might gel sells for a decent amount. Like this, what I'm doing right now is a decent money making method. Mining these end nodes. This stuff. I don't have enough mana though. I love the sound of that ferocity when it kicks in. I want to get like a higher tier tiger pet. I have so many ender armor pieces, but I do have ender. Okay, so let's remove pumpkins and put in ender pearls. There we go. Okay, so now let's warp end, go up to the top, and now stick this into the bag so I get a little bit higher stats. Now I'm just gonna go back and forth here until I find a decent. Also, I hit this like daily reward thing in the lobby, and now it's like constantly telling me to do it. Of course, it's telling me on stream, so everybody can just look at it and go, "Oh, I can do that." I'll see if you really want to spend enough time to like, copy down that link yourself. I have absolutely no idea what happened there. You probably hacked my account, to be honest. Don't hack my account. But other than that, go nuts. I generally don't know what that link does, so. Okay, this is an interesting lobby. It has some fairly high players, so. You know, it's got the. Anything above like anything like green number prefix is not something I want to see. But finding a hub that doesn't have that, or lobby I should say, is basically impossible, so. Check it one more time. Bro. This is not a very warm welcome. Oh, this is a very not good lobby. Like, there's, like, look how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players above level 100. Oh, they're actually doing dragons that lobby. Okay. I should have read that before I went into the jumper. Oh, this is just full of Ironman players. You know what? Sure. Let's do a dragon. sacrifice this armor stuff first. I just got really annoyed and then realized that he was being annoyed for no reason. It's a very high level lobby, but there's a bunch of Ironman players, so I'm assuming it should be fine. Maybe they're all like grinding zealots and stuff. Do I have exactly 50 essence now? Wait, did I get anything from any of those? Oh, I got 3 enchanted pools, okay. Pearls. Okay, let's do a dragon. I'm actually really bad at dragons. Oh, there's pre-fire a bunch and then hope for the best. That's my strategy. Wise dragon, let's go! No way! Okay, I hope for legs. Legs would be nice. Legs, maybe boots. Don't give me chestplate or helmet, I already have those. And definitely don't give me travel scroll, okay? If I get travel scroll, I'm going to cry. I can't hit it. No one else can either, so we're good. I know my mouse is probably sounding terrible right now. It's a very loud mouse. I'm actually doing a bunch of damage to it. Wait, where even is it? There it is. It's gonna summon its zealot bruisers pretty soon. I can hear that ferocity kicking in every so often. I have to get above half health at all times because I think it... Yo, I came top 3! What was the most player damage? 6 million, I got half a million. Okay. So I was pretty far away from the top damage. No. No. Oh, man. Aspect of the dragons? We're kidding. I have one of those. I mean, the fragments are great, but like... Goodness. This is what happens. Anytime I get a good dragon, I get terrible drops. Okay, I'll just sacrifice it, I guess. Maybe I'll get like a bunch of superior... I think you can get, what, like superior dragon fragments or something from this? Let's just check. Select the dragons. You can get superior dragon fragments, which are fairly common, actually. That's cool. Ritual residue. Summoning eye. Dragon horn. Dragon claw. Honestly, if I get a bonus item, I will be fairly happy. Otherwise, I'm just giving up. This is the right one, right? Yeah, this is a clean one. This is the enchanted one, which is also dungeonized, and dungeonizing is kind of expensive. This is the clean one. Okay. Moment of truth. Hey, we got 11 superior dragon fragments. Okay, that's not bad then. Because, you know, superior dragon armor is pretty good. It gives, like, strength and crit damage. Actually, that's a decent amount of strength and crit damage. That's actually pretty good, wow. Because that's, like, about the same as strong dragon armor, but split between the two stats. And I think you get more health and defense. And then you also get some speed and intelligence. And that's like, wow. And then the bonus ability. Most of your stats are increased by 5%. Oh, I thought it was 2%. It's actually 5%, which is nice. And then aspect of the dragon's ability deals 50% more. That's actually not bad armor. Okay, let's compare that with a dragon. This one has what, like 90 health, 170 defense. This one has 70 health, 110 defense. So this actually gives more effective HP as well. Not quite as much like intelligence. This stuff gives like 75 per piece, and this stuff gives like 25 per piece, I think. Is this the same for each piece? You give 75 for most of the pieces, and then like... Alright. I got fragments at least. And superior dragon armor is pretty good. So I love Sound of Ferocity so much. I would have liked several other things more than an aspect of the dragons, though. Could have at least gotten like an Ender Dragon pet. Alright. That's gonna do it for this stream, I think. I have to do a bunch more zealots to get more eyes. I got some fragments, which is cool, from that dragon. I could have gotten so much better things, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, or stream, I guess. Might turn into a video, unlikely. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like, subscription. Makes me very happy. Like, it really makes my day every time I see that I got a new subscription. I've never had a bad day when I get a new subscription that I can remember. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Like, subscribe, comment if you have any like tips or anything, or if you want to see a cool video idea or something. Definitely like leave a comment down below, or to the side, or wherever comments are on your device. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. I stream like multiple times a week, so subscribing means you can catch that. I very much appreciate it if you like join my streams. Sometimes they're really empty. Anyway. Bye bye.